Are you ready for a story that challenges everything you thought you knew about wilderness survival? Imagine a seasoned adventurer, Stephen Otter Olshansky, a man who had conquered some of the most treacherous trails in America, setting out on what was supposed to be just another hike. This wasn't just any hiker. Stephen was a legend in the hiking community, known for his Triple Crown achievements on the Appalachian Trail, the Pacific Crest Trail, and the Continental Divide Trail. But in November 2015, this formidable explorer embarked on a journey that would lead to one of the most mysterious and tragic ends in hiking history. Here's where things get shocking. Despite being the ultimate expert, a man with unparalleled experience and preparation, Stephen vanished without a trace. The wilderness, a place where he had once thrived, seemed to have turned against him in the cruelest way possible. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, as authorities and volunteers scoured the vast expanse of the Continental Divide Trail, battling unforgiving winter conditions for any sign of him. What they uncovered was far more than anyone expected, a haunting discovery that would send chills down your spine. On May 17, 2016, after months of desperate searching, a group of fellow hikers stumbled upon Stephen's body in the most unlikely of places, a remote Forest Service toilet structure. A structure that had been nearly forgotten during the winter months became the final resting place for this legendary hiker. What was found inside was not just the body of a revered adventurer, but a poignant note and a journal that revealed his final thoughts and the grim reality of his last days. But here's the twist that will keep you on the edge of your seat. The official investigation declared his death an accident due to exposure to the elements. But did this conclusion really uncover the full story? Or is there more to Stephen's tragic end that we're just beginning to understand? The unanswered questions, the eerie details of his final moments, and the theories that emerged afterward will make you question everything you thought you knew about survival in the wild. Join us as we dive into the tragic yet intriguing tale of Stephen Otter Olshansky. Discover the shocking truth behind his final journey and explore the chilling possibilities of what could have really happened to one of the most experienced hikers of our time. This isn't just a story of loss. It's a deep dive into the heart of nature's darkness and the mysteries that lie within. Don't miss out. Hit play and unravel the secrets of Stephen's final adventure with us. Welcome to Spooky Stories. I'm Milo, your guide through the chilling and the unknown. Here, we dive into terrifying tales that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Join our community of thrill seekers, and let's explore the darkness together. Are you ready to be scared? In November 2015, Stephen Otter Olshansky, a seasoned hiker known for his extensive experience and unyielding passion for the outdoors, embarked on his fifth journey along the Continental Divide Trail, CDT. This trail, infamous for its demanding terrain and harsh weather conditions, was familiar ground for Stephen. He had previously conquered the Triple Crown of hiking, which includes the Appalachian Trail, the Pacific Crest Trail, and the CDT itself. Yet, this journey would not follow the script of his previous successes. Instead, it would turn into a tragic tale that culminated in a heart-wrenching discovery after months of desperate searching. Stephen began his trek in Chama, New Mexico, with the same meticulous preparation that had seen him through countless hikes before. Chama, a quaint village known for its scenic beauty and proximity to the Continental Divide Trail, served as the starting point for many adventurers like Stephen. He carefully packed his backpack, ensuring he had all the essential gear needed for the grueling journey ahead. His pack included a high-quality tent, a reliable sleeping bag, sufficient food supplies, a first aid kit, and advanced navigation tools such as a detailed map and a GPS device. Stephen's meticulous nature and extensive experience gave him confidence as he set off into the wilderness. By mid-November, Stephen was last seen near the Colorado-New Mexico border, a region marked by its challenging terrain and unpredictable weather. This area, where the Rocky Mountains meet the high desert, poses unique difficulties for hikers. Despite his extensive preparation and vast experience, Stephen was aware of the potential dangers. The weather could change rapidly, and the high altitude made physical exertion even more taxing. He had planned his route carefully, considering the seasonal challenges and ensuring he had enough supplies to last the length of his journey. However, even the best-laid plans can go awry when facing the raw, untamed elements of nature. As an experienced thru-hiker, Stephen was well prepared for the CDT's grueling conditions, but the wilderness holds no certainties. His backpack, a testament to his expertise, was filled with everything he might need to survive weeks on the trail. Yet, the wilderness is inherently unpredictable. The terrain, while familiar to Stephen, could be treacherous, and the isolation meant that even a small misstep could have severe consequences. The rugged beauty of the landscape, which drew Stephen to the trail time and again, also harbored hidden dangers. Despite his readiness, Stephen was at the mercy of nature's whims, illustrating the fine line between mastery and vulnerability in the great outdoors. When Stephen failed to pick up his scheduled supplies in New Mexico, it immediately raised concerns among those who knew him best. Stephen was known for his reliability and meticulous planning, so missing a supply pickup was out of character and alarming. His family, well acquainted with his hiking routines and the precision with which he executed them, grew increasingly anxious. Initially, they hoped for a benign explanation, perhaps a delay due to minor injuries or weather conditions. However, as days turned into weeks without any contact, their worry transformed into palpable fear. The once routine check-ins from Stephen were now an eerie silence, casting a shadow of dread over his loved ones. By mid-December, the mounting anxiety forced Stephen's family to take decisive action. They alerted authorities, triggering a massive search operation along the CDT. The search teams comprised volunteers, law enforcement personnel, and fellow hikers who were familiar with Stephen and the trails he loved. The community rallied together, united by the hope of finding Stephen safe. Equipped with detailed maps, search dogs, and aerial support, they scoured every conceivable path he might have taken. However, the unforgiving winter conditions turned the already challenging terrain into a nearly insurmountable obstacle. Snow and ice covered the trails, and freezing temperatures tested the endurance of the searchers, adding a sense of urgency to their mission. Despite the harsh conditions, the hope of finding Stephen alive fueled the relentless efforts of the search teams. They braved the elements day after day, their determination unwavering. Every lead, no matter how small, was pursued with vigor. Reports of potential sightings or traces of recent human activity were meticulously investigated. The camaraderie among the searchers grew stronger as they shared the grueling task, driven by a common goal. Yet, with each passing day without a breakthrough, the weight of the unknown bore heavily on everyone involved. The search was not just a physical challenge but an emotional ordeal, as the team grappled with the harsh reality that Stephen, a beloved figure in their community, was lost in the vast, indifferent wilderness. Months passed with no sign of Stephen. The relentless winter, with its bitter cold and heavy snow, gradually loosened its grip, giving way to the tentative warmth of spring. Despite the changing seasons, the search efforts did not wane. Volunteers, friends, and family members remained resolute, their hopes buoyed by the occasional hint or possible clue. Yet, each day that passed without news added to the growing sense of despair. The vastness of the wilderness seemed to swallow every trace of Stephen, leaving those who searched with nothing but questions and a haunting sense of loss. The transition from winter to spring brought new challenges and opportunities for the search teams. Melting snow revealed previously hidden paths and areas that had been too treacherous to explore during the winter months. This renewed access fueled a burst of activity, with teams revisiting areas and extending their search radius. It was during one of these renewed efforts on May 17, 2016, that fellow hikers made a grim discovery at the Lagunitas campground, located off Forest Service Road 87. The campground, largely deserted during the harsh winter, had begun to see occasional visitors as the weather improved. These hikers, unaware of the tragedy they were about to uncover, stumbled upon a remote Forest Service toilet structure that had remained unused and unnoticed through the winter. Inside the structure, they found Stephen's body. The discovery marked a heartbreaking end to the exhaustive search and a stark reminder of nature's unforgiving nature. Stephen had succumbed to exposure, a tragic fate for someone so experienced and prepared. His body, found in a place rarely visited during the winter months, underscored the perilous conditions he had faced. The note he left behind indicated he had realized his dire situation and chose to document his final days, providing a poignant, personal narrative of his last moments. The find was a sobering testament to the relentless and often indifferent power of the wilderness, even over the most seasoned adventurers. Authorities noted a poignant detail during their investigation. Stephen had left a note on the door of the structure where he was found. This note indicated that he knew his end was near and had chosen to document his final days. The very act of writing this note highlighted Stephen's awareness of his dire situation and his desire to leave behind a record of his last moments. It was a testament to his enduring spirit and his resolve, traits that had defined his life and his adventures. The note served not only as a final communication to the world, but also as a heartbreaking acknowledgement of his solitary struggle against the elements. Inside the structure, authorities found Stephen's journal, a personal account of his final days. This journal provided a deeply moving narrative, revealing a man who faced his fate with the same courage and determination that had marked his many years as a dedicated hiker and environmentalist. Each entry painted a picture of his mental and physical state as he confronted the harsh realities of his situation. The entries were a stark reminder of the wilderness's unforgiving nature, capturing the gradual decline of a man who had spent his life in harmony with the outdoors. This intimate glimpse into his final days added a profoundly human element to the tragedy, making it all the more poignant for those who read it. The official investigation concluded that there was no evidence of foul play in Stephen's death. The details gathered from the scene, combined with the journal and the note, led authorities to determine that Stephen's death was a tragic result of exposure to the elements. Despite his vast experience and extensive preparation, the harsh conditions had proven insurmountable. This conclusion brought a measure of closure to his family and the broader hiking community, even as they mourned the loss of a beloved figure. Stephen's death serves as a sobering reminder of the inherent risks of wilderness exploration, emphasizing that even the most experienced individuals are not immune to nature's unpredictability. His story, and the way he faced his final moments, remains a powerful legacy of his dedication to the natural world. Stephen's passing left an indelible void in the hiking community and among those who knew and loved him. His absence was deeply felt on the trails he once traversed with confidence and joy. Fellow hikers and friends who had shared paths and stories with Stephen were now left with a profound sense of loss. The once lively and engaging conversations about future hikes and environmental causes were replaced by somber reflections and memories. His family and close friends grappled with the emotional weight of his sudden and tragic departure, finding it difficult to reconcile the image of a vigorous, experienced hiker with the reality of his untimely death. The hiking trails that Stephen had explored and cherished now bore the weight of his absence. His story serves as a sobering reminder of the inherent risks involved in wilderness exploration, no matter how seasoned or prepared one might be. The places where Stephen once marveled at the beauty of nature now stood as silent witnesses to the dangers that can arise unexpectedly. His experience and preparation were unparalleled, yet they were not enough to protect him from the unpredictable elements of the wild. This stark reality resonated deeply within the hiking community, highlighting the ever-present risks that come with embracing the call of the wilderness. Yet, despite the tragedy of his passing, Stephen's legacy endures, inspiring countless hikers and conservationists who share his dedication to the natural world. His life's work in environmental advocacy and his passion for hiking continue to motivate others to follow in his footsteps. Stephen's commitment to nature conservation remains a beacon of inspiration, encouraging new generations to respect and protect the wilderness he loved so dearly. His story, though marked by a heartbreaking end, serves as a powerful testament to the enduring spirit of adventure and the importance of preserving the natural beauty of our world. Through the memories he left behind and the causes he championed, Stephen Otter Olshansky's influence lives on, reminding all who venture into the wild to tread carefully and with deep respect for the formidable forces of nature. As I recount Stephen's story, I can't help but feel a profound sense of respect and sorrow. His life was a testament to the beauty and dangers of the wilderness he so dearly loved. His disappearance remains a haunting reminder of the thin line between adventure and peril, a line that even the most seasoned can unknowingly cross. Meet Sarah. Like many of us, she used to dread bedtime, hours spent tossing and turning, waking up groggy and irritable, and worst of all, her relentless snoring that not only disturbed her sleep, but her partner's as well. Desperate for a solution, Sarah tried everything. New mattresses, white noise machines, even sleeping pills. Nothing worked until she discovered our breathing for sleep routine. One particularly frustrating night, Sarah stumbled upon an article about the power of breathing to improve sleep. Skeptical but willing to try anything, she read about our breathing for sleep routine, a simple, scientifically backed method designed to clear sinuses, enhance breathing, and eliminate oxygen blockades. It promised to guide users through a simple breathing routine for the best sleep of their lives. Intrigued, she decided to give it a shot. As she began the routine, Sarah immediately felt her sinuses clear. She followed the step-by-step guide, learning how to breathe deeply and correctly. Within minutes, she noticed a significant difference. Her breathing was smoother, more relaxed. That night, she fell asleep faster than she had in years and, incredibly, stayed asleep all night. One of the most astonishing benefits was the end of her snoring. The routine included a simple breathing hack that stopped her snoring in minutes. Sarah learned that her habit of mouth breathing was activating her survival mode, preventing her from achieving truly restful sleep. By switching to nasal breathing, she deactivated this mode and allowed her body to fully relax. The next morning, Sarah woke up feeling refreshed and rejuvenated. She couldn't remember the last time she felt so well rested. Her partner noticed the difference too. No more middle-of-the-night disruptions from her snoring. The transformation was remarkable, and Sarah knew she had found something special. Sarah's story is not unique. Many others have discovered the life-changing benefits of our breathing for sleep routine. Imagine falling asleep quickly, sleeping soundly through the night, and waking up feeling fully rested. No more snoring, no more grogginess, just deep, restorative sleep. Are you ready to transform your sleep like Sarah did? Our breathing for sleep routine is easy to follow and starts working immediately. Clear your sinuses, enhance your breathing, and remove oxygen blockades with our guided routine. Say goodbye to snoring and hello to the best sleep of your life. Don't spend another night tossing and turning. Experience the power of proper breathing and reclaim your nights. Try our breathing for sleep routine tonight and wake up to a new, refreshed you. Because everyone deserves the gift of deep, restful sleep. Check out the link for this wonder in the description and the comments.